Okay, this should be a lot of fun. We're gonna go for a little family Alaskan camping trip. I'm gonna fly the airplane up there. My wife is already up there with all the gear. I'm gonna go to an airport that is not even on a chart. And yeah, we're gonna go for some uncharted camping here in Alaska. Here we go. Okay, so truth be told, we have little kids. We have a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old. Hopefully they'll be flying back with me. At least one of them will. But it's going to be a nice camping spot with a restroom nearby and all that sort of thing. But the airport is uncharted. Got a little bit of weather we're dealing with today with rainy clouds and everything, but it's kind of breaking up. And now I'm going to jump in the airplane, head up there, and you guys can follow along on that process and be my co-pilot, if you will, since I'm going to be flying solo.
Homer Airport information, November time 025 Zulu. Wind 0507, visibility 10, light rain. 7,500 scattered, ceiling 9,000 overcast, temperature 16, dew point 13, altimeter 2968, favorite runway 4 right traffic, 5 on initial contact, you have November.
Homer Radio, Skyhawk 242 uniform, Bravo North, and we've got November.
242.
Homer Radio, Raven 505 has information November. I'd like to pick up our clearance to Anchorage.
Sounds like two of us talking at the same time. November 2423 uniform, just the Dash 8. Call it up as my known traffic.
Roger that. Homer traffic 2423 uniform. We're departing runway 4 to the west. It'll be right turnout, and Homer Radio, activate our flight plan, please.
2423 uniform, Wilco, got your flight plan here. Activate at this time.
Okay, Raven Flight 505 is cleared to the Anchorage Airport as filed. Climb maintain 11,000, squawking 4737, and contacting center after departure 125.9.
Raven Flight 505, readback is correct, and the only known traffic is...
And airspeed's alive. Everything looks good and green.
505, confirm that.
She's flying. That rainbow is super cool. And we're on our way. We'll be climbing here and then doing a right-hand turnout the other direction along the coastline. Just getting a little altitude first. Alright, climbing good. So this is going to be really fun. This is like normal everyday life. Now, I don't usually fly the plane up and do this sort of thing, but like, this is all kind of unplanned, and so my family is going to meet me up in this area. I'm going to fly into this airstrip, and I had to stay a little bit later for work because I was finishing up some YouTube videos, so I just had to stay longer. So now, I got to leave later. I'm going to go up there, they're all settled in, and we're going to enjoy a nice couple nights camping, which we really have to take advantage of it here in the summertime because we have such a short summer and a long winter here in Alaska. So I'm going to go up there and really enjoy myself and just take a couple days to take a breather, left the laptop there, all that sort of thing. So excited to go see the family and spend some time with them.
Flight 505 is off.
2423 uniform, you get the tops of that rainbow?
The tops of what?
That rainbow out there.
There's like a double rainbow.
Dude, I was wondering if you had the tops of that.
Well, my flight plan is for the moon, so I'll let you know when I get up there.
Sounds good.
So right now I've got a pretty good tailwind, and so I'm going to ride that as long as I can. Really the tailwind is going, if we look at the map here, it's kind of like a right quartering tailwind, so I was going to say the wind is going that direction. But I'm going to ride a little bit of that as long as I can before I have to turn the corner here. And then I'll get murdered by a headwind. Alright, here we go, folks. We're turning into the wind, ground speed at 90. Let's see how bad this does to, what this does to us. Could be worse, 15 knot headwind. Sounds about right. So I don't know about you guys, but as a dad, I really struggle finding balance in my life with work and with everything else that I have to do. And last year, I was really gung-ho about camping with the family, and we only went camping a couple times. It was kind of a disaster. But this year, we also had that same commitment. We've been camping a little bit more, and I just think like life is way too short to be working all the time. Now that said, I work plenty. Like, I'm an entrepreneur. I've grown Angle of Attack, the business, from nothing to where it is now. There's something to be said for that. So it's like this balance of providing for my family and also providing emotional and like just support for my kids, them growing up, right? So I always struggle with that. You know, what's the balance there, and how do I do my best job raising them? So just something on my mind a lot. And so this is really nice to disconnect. I worked a little later tonight. You know, my wife's really awesome for working with me to get the kids ready, get the camping gear ready, and head out. And then I'm going to go up there and be with them for a few days. And that's just, like, I have my weekends blocked off. I don't fly on the weekends unless it's really critical, like for a check ride or something, right? But I just think that stuff is so important. So I guess that's just a reminder for you all as well, that there are things that matter more than flying, okay? I guess that's my message.
Now about half an hour away from home, I start my descent so I can get prepared for landing, inspect the field, and see if it'll work out.
Okay, I'm just kind of cooking along here. The wind has died down a lot. It's around 12. It's really turbulent, some ups and down drafts. Hoping it gets a little bit more calm down lower. This is a tight little spot in the trees, so I definitely want to be cautious about that. And we should be coming up on the place I'm going to land real soon here. And then I'll kind of do some passes and come up with a game plan. Look at the terrain, how I'll play with it, and what I can expect wind-wise, and then I'll make my approach. Okay, so the trees down there, there's the runway, and I can enter from this direction. A little bit of a right crosswind. We'll have a couple issues with those burbling buildings, but it should work out pretty good. I think I see my family down there on the lake. Only showing 8 knots here, that's nice. Alright, first notch of flaps. Car peak, gas is on both undercarriage mixture, prop seatbelt switches. Alright, I've got it in sight. And I'll just nope out of here if I have to. Second notch of flaps, wind is only at 9. Take my carb heat out so I have full power. Yeehaw! Not my best landing. Definitely could have done better. But here we are. Okay. Okay, so that was tricky. I didn't talk through it too much because I was just focusing. But came down through those trees. It was actually pretty calm down through there. Definitely lost a little performance right where it gave out on me, and I dropped in. I could have carried a little bit more speed and planned for that. But yeah, that went well overall. The winds died down right down low, so it seemed like there's just a little wind shear up high.
Okay, on the ground safe, and now my wife should be picking me up. So I'm gonna text her, shut down these cameras, push the plane back, get it tied down, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. Pretty cool little approach. This is beautiful right here. I can imagine me coming right over the trees. That would have been an awesome, awesome shot, but you know, sometimes you gotta fly. You can't always get the shot. Hi.
Greetings.
Here I am.
Here you are.
Huh?
Let's go camping.
Okay. After arriving, my friend Ben showed up, this being his home airstrip. Well, I may have missed my own shot, but I definitely got that one. That was awesome. What's up? Where do you park?
I park over by my truck right now. You want to hop in?
Sure, for how long?
3 minutes?
Okay, just one lap?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll ask my wife.
Hi. Chris found somebody to go flying with. I don't know who. Some guy just landed, and now we went up around with him somewhere in the sky. You can hear him. So we're here at this random old runway, and this runway is really cool, and it's beautiful. And there's a bunch of funky stuff around here, like everything.
That was fun to go for a rip with Ben. Now it's time for the short drive over to the camping spot. The family has already been here for a while and should be all set up, getting some treats, making some s'mores and other things. Hello. Hi. Whoa. Is that a new shirt?
Your bag is so
They got a little wet.
Carla Wren.
I jumped in the...
I really won the lottery with my in-laws. Alaska can be a lonely place for many men, some wanting the solitude and others not finding partnership. Not only did I marry a winner, but her family is just awesome. They grew up in the outdoors and we all share a mutual appreciation for the land. Raising my kids with such a supportive family in such a great place is very important to my wife and I. In today's world, where kids could be ironically stuck on video games or YouTube all day, they're going to get plenty of nature time in their lifetime. And even though it's really hard right now when they're little and we're roughing it by driving up a car straight to the camping spot, it's still valuable.
Okay, you can eat it. This is the fish Apollo caught.
all by himself.
These are the moments that stand out all summer long, all year long really, as some of our best family moments. It's time well spent.
Okay, we got the family loaded up, had a great time camping, and I have come and checked the airplane, done the pre-flight, got everyone situated, also got the cameras on, So we're ready to go. Gonna blast off out of here and head home. You guys excited? You guys excited to fly?
Yeah, flying along.
Yeah.
That's right, dude. On brand.
Ribby,
Ribby, you excited to fly? Good. Cool, let's go. Good job.
Okay, this is Angle Attack 2423. Uniform, ready to go. I want to take out I got to tell about that way.
Truth be told, takeoffs in situations like this with my whole family on board aren't the most fun. Not because I don't like being with them, but everything I hold dear is in one airplane. While I'm extra on top of things and doing things safely, I do have some inner turmoil, and I've got to show a cool confidence and command on the outside to put everyone at ease. But it's not lost on me, nor should it be on anyone, how critical these situations are. You've got to be extra safe.
Oh!
Airspeed's alive.
I get as much space as I can to start the takeoff run, making sure I get full power, performance looks good going along. We get to takeoff speed fairly quickly. About done over the runway now, but still not above the trees, Apollo says this while looking out.
Better plane crash is more safe.
Hey, buddy.
Quite the question at a critical time. Now looking out to the right, I see lower terrain and a better escape route for our climb. The highway, a better landing spot just in case, is also in this direction. While this isn't the tightest takeoff I've ever had, the precious cargo just makes it even more intense. There's just not a lot of room for error. But I planned accordingly and all the performance checked out fine with plenty of room for buffer. We made it out safe and now I mitigate the climb as well, just always trying to find out the next safest thing.
And we're flying. You guys excited?
Always.
Always excited.
Always.
Always, baby.
Always. Always.
Every year. Okay, 33 minutes to home.
Castle 172, 3,300 South Castle.
Oh my gosh, we're so high.
Isn't that so cool?
Don't shake the plane. Don't do that.
Life is short. These moments go by fast. It's something you learn as a pilot pretty early on as you're building time. We come up with all sorts of reasons we want to fly. For most, it's hard to explain that why, but it's simple. It's moments like these, when all the hard work of keeping proficient, safe, and legal come to a head. Here I have a safe, modernized airplane, skills that I keep sharp through regular flying, a humble attitude for safety and the rules, which all set the stage. Then we can enjoy it as a family, appreciate the blessings, and take stock of the hard work it took to get here. It's not easy, but it is worth it.
Homer traffic, 2-3 uniform. Left base, the final 2-2 landing along Homer. Stay nice and coordinated, checking traffic out front. Okay, second notch of flaps.
Oh, you're the fire.
We're over the runway now. Down a little lower.
We are the one right now.
We are almost about to land. We're gonna feel it in this. We're at the airport. Go the flaps. Here comes the ground. There it is. There it is.
Oh yeah, buddy. Thanks for helping, Apollo.
Okay, what you guys up to? Oh, you got the airplane. Let's open this up. Then you can ride outside. Which airplane?
Delta.
Delta? Okay. Don't hit the airplane, okay? So that closes out our little impromptu camping trip and me flying up. Hope you guys enjoyed that process. Pretty fun, just to involve the airplane and aviation and the family a little bit. I didn't know that these guys were all gonna come back with me, but it all worked out. Yeah, so great day to fly back, a little bit better than flying up. And now we're gonna close it out. So thanks for coming along. Make sure to like this video if you like it, subscribe to stick around, hit that notification bell to not miss a thing. And until next time.